We are live from the looks of it. Let me get my phone set up for the live stream so I can have chat going on. I can get rid of that because he's about to join me in this chat anyways. Trying to refresh my phone so the live stream pops up. Hasn't popped up yet. Still hasn't popped up yet. Why aren't you popping up? I need you to pop up. Come on, phone. You can do it. Come on. I guess I'm just gonna, I'll close out of YouTube and then I'll reopen YouTube. Because it's not gonna load for some odd reason. There we go. Alright, now it's loaded. So now I have live chat open on my phone. I have my phone plugged in. And we might as well see if we can test this. And that works. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So today we are, oh my gosh, revisiting the Kuda from Black Ops 3. And there's a particular reason for it, and the reason for it is basically because I keep burping in my mouth. I'm sorry, guys. The reason for revisiting the Kuda is because every attachment in game on Black Ops 3 changes the way part of the gun looks. And I kind of want to go through the Kuda and work on basically making it kind of look like some attachments in games. So in particular, I want to do the quick draw grip, the grip, extended mag, long barrel, fast mags, rapid fire, and that's pretty much everything. So we will definitely be going through and changing everything as we see fit. So where do I want to start? I guess, let me check this real quick. That's working. I guess I'll start with long barrel. So long barrel in particular changes the barrel from being a circle into a square. And I know this because I have my Xbox on right beside me, and that's why I can't use that screen for chat. And that's why I still have to use my phone for chat. So instead of this being now a circular barrel, it now has to be taken out and replaced by a square barrel that's longer and sticks out just a tad bit more. So we can definitely do that. Let me make sure chat is okay. So yes, we are going to now remove these pieces here and that piece and replace it with square pieces. Exciting, right? Oh, crap. There's a way that I wanted to do this, and I think this is going to be the way that I end up doing it. Yeah, alright. This is definitely going to be the way that I end up doing it. Because I want to like set all these attachments off to the side as separate type of things instead of just throwing it all onto the gun at the very same time. So I will be taking these off of the model as we go. So yes. And this keeps coming out, and it keeps coming out, and keeps coming out. And I'd say right about there is where we need to stop There is a groove going down the side of the barrel, which we can do using not that piece, but this piece, for about 3 stud or 3 high looking worth of groove. Jim is now in chat. Hi, Jim. It's nice to see you. It doesn't really bother me that you're a little bit late because I knew you were going to be here. It's not, not that big of a deal. There is a octagon looking kind of thing going on with the barrel, which we should be able to do. Keyword is should. I go to say that this is probably the best way to do it. I'm going down and cover up the little bit of that groove like this. Just like that. And I go to say that that is not entirely the way that I want to do it because it's more like the edges get flatter about here and here, but the top and bottom have the curve to it, basically. And now we have a tad bit of a circle. And from the circle, we go back into having a square. What am I going to do in the stream except struggle? I'm going to be going through all the Kuda attachments on Black Ops 3 and seeing how they change the way the weapon looks. And basically take that and add it on to our Kuda library of things to be able to use, basically. But struggling is going to be a part of the stream. That's just inevitable, to be completely honest, because, yeah, Kuda. Because fucking Kuda. I think that's the meme that's going around. So if I ever start memeing, fucking Kuda will probably be the first meme. So we go from the circle back into a square kind of muzzle brake looking thing. So I'm going to do that using these pieces. And it's going to be a tad bit difficult to do this muzzle brake because it looks kind of weird, to be honest. Because it's got like a groove in it. Yeah, this is kind of difficult to do. Remember, still a beauty. Yeah, it is a beauty, and it definitely looks like a proper Kuda. The problem is that that stock in particular was what really wanted to try my patience. So I'm glad that it's somewhat done, and I have an idea for how I'm gonna make this look good. Like I said, I'm glad that it's somewhat finished, relatively finished. The inside of this muzzle brake. Okay, so they have these vents on the Caro's in chat now. Hey, Caro. They have these vents on the side of the muzzle brake, but they have the barrel like going through uh, the gun, the muzzle brake. So I don't understand what's going on here, but I'm gonna use these pieces here as the like inside of that going through it. And my other Future 83 is gonna live stream. Please do it. It'll be great. Yeah. You guys are blowing up my phone now, and it's vibrating against the laptop. So if you hear that, like, sorry, but it's there. Um, there's a smaller gap here, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So we're just gonna relegate it, or yeah, I am right now. Thanks for telling them that I'm live streaming, guys. It's real helpful, like you wouldn't believe. Um, I think what we're gonna do is just take and extend this out a tad bit more. We'll make it into 6 studs. And leave the bottom the 4 studs because I kind of want this down here to be that, but Never mind. We'll go back 6 studs. I think 5 studs is the magical number. Yeah, 5 studs is definitely a magical number. So we got to get to 5 studs now, which is kind of difficult to do. I think this is the way that we would go about doing it. Um, this piece there, and then that piece there. And that's how we'll do it. And then at the end of the muzzle brake, the very, very end, there is a circle. So we'll use that piece right there. And boom, we have the Kuda long barrel attachment already done. Oh, and Future83 is now back in chat. And yes, we are looking at the Kuda again today. I'm kind of messing around with the Kuda attachment system, basically. This is the first attachment that we've gone through, the long barrel, which wasn't the most difficult of things to do, but it's there, so yes. And there's some light gray detailing on the inside here and there and there. And I'm going to take in, copy that over to there. So there's the Kuda long barrel. Not really the most difficult of things. And how we're going to save this is we're going to file save this as onto the desktop as Kuda long barrel. Blah, blah, blah. So I guess before the parentheses, I'll go bracket and put long barrel like that. So there's the long barrel. The next attachment that I'll do is probably going to be rapid fire, which shouldn't be too hard because rapid fire changes things. Quick draw by any chance? Yes, eventually. You want to live stream today, but you have work in 4 hours? That sounds bad. What time does work end for you, by chance? So the rapid fire attachment on the Kuda changes the charging handle from being a square into a circle. So to do that should be relatively easy because all I really have to do is take one of these and make it come out the side like this and like that. And I'll take a spacer. That explains why it doesn't go on. And take that out and put that in right about there-ish. And then for the circles, we'll just be using standard circle pieces. Pretty simple. I like how there hasn't been an actual video of this gun yet. Yeah, because I have like another 2 videos left in this like mass upload that I do, like because I record like all of my videos in one night and then I upload them to YouTube. So I still have the F2000, the HKG3A4 Mark II, and then the H&K MP5 Swordfish to do before I even get to the section or the group of guns that is the Kudas group of guns, which I think includes the Desert Eagle, the F and Herstal P90 Master Edition, the MP7 Master Edition, and whatever other guns that I've uh, been working on. I'll be working until close tonight, around 11 at the latest is when I'd be back home. It's 1:35 now. Damn, mate, you work pretty late. That kind of sucks. Um, then again, you have a job and I don't. This is technically my job, so at least you have money to support your Lego hobby, which I don't, which is why I can't make as many weapons in real life as I really want to. So, yes, this needs to be just a tad bit longer. And then I'll be done with the rapid fire attachment. So some of these attachments are pretty small and they're not going to change the overall look of the guns too much, but some of them get kind of big, to be honest. Yeah, I just started streaming today. If you're asking how long I've been streaming, um, like entirely on the channel, not too long. I think like I started less than a month ago. Uh, that's the rapid fire attachment. Uh, Pretty simple to be honest. Rapid fire. What's next? So in between rapid fire and long barrel is extended mag, which changes the entire look of the magazine for the most part. So we can do that next. I've thought of using my income for Legos, but I waste my cash on expensive tech. The funny thing is, Legos are just about as expensive tech, so it's kind of this ironic situation almost that I want to say like a bulk package of Lego bricks, just like random Lego bricks off of eBay, is about the same price as a brand new phone. So it kind of sucks a lot. Um, so extended mag is going to be kind of difficult to do. I don't want to delete this because I have it set exactly where I want it. How long have I been streaming today? Uh, 15 minutes from what YouTube tells me. So there's still a groove going down the weapon or the magazine, but it kind of stops. Okay, this is going to be not the worst attachment that we're doing today, but not the most fun attachment that we're going to be doing today. But I think we can still do it. You did hear a soda can being put down. I drank the rest of my Pepsi, and now I'm gonna not have anything to drink for the rest of the stream. Um, I should probably, at one point in time, I might take a bathroom break and I might grab water or something. Um, but I don't know exactly when that's gonna be, so we will get there eventually. Um, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna gut the entire magazine. We're gonna make it hollow, going all the way down, and then we're gonna obviously make it that the bright blue color. Or, well, I mean, we've already got. We keep just coloring the attachments anyways at the end of whenever we finish it, so I might as well just leave it in the black color, and then that will save me the pain of working in black or coloring it in black. So first things first, um, we need to get a groove going down the entire magazine like we had, but this groove is moved forward. So we will be using these pieces, and we're going to take these all the way down the length of the weapon. And if it's a little bit longer, that's fine. And it's just the right amount of length. And that's kind of not okay, but at the same time, okay. I was hoping that it would stick out like 2 studs or more longer to give us something to put the attachments on, or like the bottom piece on, because the mag, it's obviously an extended mag, which means it's going to be a little bit longer than the normal mag. So yes, we have one more piece that we need to put in right there, and then we can hide the rest of this monstrosity of a mag wheel that took me forever to work on and do, and absolutely sucked, and I hated every little part of it. I'm rocking the Note 5 Galclee Tab S2 9.7, and it's a $100 keyboard cover, and Gear S2 and the Gear VR. I got that for free. Not sure how many Legos that would get me, but that's around a good 1850. How many Legos would that be? A solid box full worth of Legos, like a really big box too, not just like a small box. That's a lot of money. Uh, wow, man, that's a crap ton. Um, Jeez, trying to think about how many Legos that would be. I mean, like if you went on what's it called? Pick a Brick, like Legos Pick a Brick, where the Legos are marked up and really expensive, and you got some of the more rare pieces. I'd go to say that you could probably make a pretty good gun out of it. Um, this piece isn't going where I necessarily want it to go, so I'll relegate it down into these. Am I gonna make every attachment for the Kuda? Probably, but I'm looking at the FMJ attachment and I'm getting a little discouraged because the FMJ attachment changes up a, quite a bit of the gun, to be honest. We'll take it slow. The FMJ attachment is probably going to be the last thing that I do. Um, I'm at the end of the attachment list right now. We've already done long barrel and then rapid fire. Long barrel is the third to last attachment that you unlock, and um, rapid fire is the last attachment that you unlock, and then there's extended mag between those two. So that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. What do we have in groups? Nothing in groups? Great. There's like little squares going down the magazine, and at the bottom here, there's like three of them. Um, so to do that, we are gonna have to do something. Um, yes. How are we gonna do that? We are going to. They're like small indents, and I think these would be a good way to do it. The answer is maybe. Enough pieces to make a life-size Millennium Falcon? Um, I mean, if you want to, but I think that'd be a lot of money. Um, that's a huge undertaking. I don't even think Lego itself has made enough pieces in the particular colors needed to do something like that. Um, you could try, like, honest to goodness, try your hardest and see if you get anywhere with it, but I don't think you could, to be completely honest. This is the final plan for the little um, thing that we're going to be doing. I know what we can do. I can save a screenshot, right? And xboxclips.com. Xboxclips.com is a website that I use all the time. And now I just got to type in my gamer tag. And all my clips come up. And the screenshots. This is the screen that I'm basically looking at right now. There's the extended bag, and this is the entire attachment list. So this is everything that I need to do, basically. Um, Now then, granted, my Xbox has the advantage of me being able to rotate everything around because you can rotate the gun, so I can see everything better than you guys can. But we are looking at the Kuda, basically, in game. So yes, that's what we're working on right now, just so you guys have the visual of what exactly we are doing. So yes, we are going to take this and run it down that direction like so, and a 4 should fit where I need it to fit. Please fit. You fit pretty well enough, so we need to extend it down some more, which we can do right here and here using the bigger version of that piece. My laptop's getting a little hot, so if you guys hear the fan, you know why. You think that'd be the first life-size Millennium Falcon on YouTube? I'd have to agree with you because I don't think anyone else is crazy enough to honestly make a life-size Millennium Falcon on YouTube. Um, and this entire section needs to be 6 long, and it needs to be just a tad bit bigger. So here and here, we are going to delete for now. Obviously, I'll go back later and I'll put some stuffs down to make it bigger. But for now, we do that, do that. That section needs to be a little bit bigger just to make it a tad bit stronger, and because it's 6, we'll use these pieces 3x3s. And then of course we're going to run these pieces going on down it because again it needs to be just a tad bit bigger than the top section. And then we'll take and run these pieces down that way, and then we'll take these pieces here and run it down this way just like so. Basically the reverse of what we just did on the other side. And then there needs to be kind of like flat pieces going down this direction, like so. Zoom out, take a look real quick. Looking pretty okay. Let me see if make sure chat's updating. Yeah, okay, so chat is indeed like updating like it should. Lego themselves made a life-size X-Wing fighter, but they had to use other materials besides Lego to have the strength to support the weight. Yeah, I've seen the X-Wing fighter, and I think it was really cool that Lego was able to do that. But you're right, they had to use other materials to support the weight because Lego itself isn't necessarily known for being the strongest of building materials because, well, it's just plastic bricks, and most of the bricks have hollow spaces in it, which leads to structural fatigue. Fatigue. Um, so yes. There's a like a bottom base plate on this that's going to be kind of difficult to do. Um, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this bottom base plate to be completely honest. All right. So what we'll do is we'll leave that bottom section flat, and we'll run a 3 coming up off the back because there's a tad bit of a lip on the back here coming down. Then we're going to expand this out into 4 studs using jumper plates, like so. We are then going to take and do that and that because there's 2 little grippy looking things coming up, but they need to be spaced out just a tad bit more. Go on. Come on. That needs to be just a tad bit farther forward, so we'll do one more. Yep, that's where I want it. We'll take and do that there and that there. And then this front little section needs to be it kind of does something. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, phone call. So, excuse me. Hello? She might have. I'm in my room live streaming. Okay. They might be. I have no idea. I walked out this morning and Pop-Up was in bed and Granny was on the couch. Well, there's pizza still left over, so you just want to have leftovers? Yeah, I want to say there's like 3 slices left. I want to say 1 piece this morning. So when I put it up, there's 3 slices left. Well, then I guess we'll have something else. Okay, bye. Seriously, I hate it when shit like this happens. Like, I'm in the middle of live streaming, just I want you guys to leave me alone. Like, not you guys in particular, my subscribers, but for some reason everyone else is like calling me all the time, or they walk into my room and they tell me trivial shit that I don't need to know. Like, I think Jesus, my dad told me that the chances of me and my grandmother taking out food is fairly low, and that I have to go cook something for dinner. But it's 2:51 right now, and I'm in the middle of live streaming, and now I have to get up and basically go see if anything was taken out for dinner, and then at the same time, I have to, if there's nothing taken out for dinner, I have to take something out for dinner, um, and then I'd have to figure out how I'm going to cook something for dinner. So yeah, wonderfulness. So this is the bottom of our little wonderful um, extended mag. I need to make sure chat is updating because now my phone has been interrupted. Chat is indeed updating. Um, that's the extended mag attachment to the best of my abilities. Obviously, I got to come in and fill this in, which shouldn't be too hard of a thing. All we need to do is run 2x3s going up the length of the model. And I'm pretty sure we didn't get everything on the inside here, and we didn't, so we can just come in and hide all this and carry it on up. And then boom, we have the Kuda with the extended mag. So don't flush down the food then. Well, it depends on what food it is and how bad it tastes, because honestly, there is some food that my grandmother cooks that is fairly bad tasting, and that I do indeed flush down the toilet. So yes, this is the Kuda extended mag, and it's not on desktop, so I'm gonna have to go in and change that here in a second. But extended mag desktop save, just to make my life a tad bit easier. Uh, there's the P90. That's going to be in another video. There's long barrel, rapid fire, and extended mag, and then I'm going to organize it so that it goes like that. Fast mags, FMJ, laser sight, stock, grip, suppressor, quick draw. It should be like just one more down. And then everything will line up so that it's where it needs to be. And then the downloaded CUDA that I've been using as my template, I'm just going to be dragging out. Oh yeah, and the vector. I have the vector that needs to be released because I made a master edition vector. Where's that CUDA that I did? There it is, CUDA Black Ops 3. Scroll on up. That's the one that I've been using as the template, and that goes there. Yeah, you can get pretty much everything down the toilet that I have. Not everything, but pretty much everything. So the next thing after long barrel is fast mags, which is honestly one of the easiest ones. So we will open up from the desktop the CUDA Black Ops 3 thingy. Fast mag attachment is like definitely going to be one of the easiest ones because all it really does is um, attach on to 1, 2, 3 studs worth of space, 1, 2, 3 studs worth of space. Um, I'm going to come in and finish it up on the inside here really quick because I'm about to cover everything in here. I just go, yep, all right. What should I have for dinner? We have taco meat left over, but I don't think that's enough to feed all of us. Um, trying to think of what we're gonna have for dinner. I could do probably chicken. If I pull chicken out, we can have zesty chicken pasta, and that's fairly easy to make for the most part. Um, and then that just requires noodles. And if we have, um, kind of hoping that we have some chicken broth, because I could cook the noodles in the chicken broth, and then cook the chicken in the electric frying pan, and everything would be okay. I really should be getting up and doing this now because it's already 3 o'clock and I have to eat in technically like 2-ish hours. So we might take a tad break from the live stream here in a second just so I can go get some stuff and pull it out and grab some water and whatnot. But we will see about that after I finish doing this attachment because honestly it's not going to be that fun. How flimsy do you think the gun is if you built it in real life? Not too flimsy, because I honestly like I'm really surprised that I was able to do it. But there's two cantilevers that counterbalance one another inside the model at this point in time, and at the same time, it's a 5 stud wide model, and it narrows down to 3 studs wide. And even though most people attribute that to being a like a really weak model, I don't. And the reason I don't is because it's basically a lot more plastic. And we see Dean work inside of 5 studs all the time, and his models never really tend to break that much. So I'm honestly not really worried about how like weak it would be um, in real life. And that, of course, that's just not gonna work. Please, I just yes. All right, perfect. This goes on. That goes on. We are going to run this spacer there and run that spacer there. And then it comes down into kind of a box looking thing. I'm not going to end the stream. Y'all are just going to sit here and look at something. I'll probably go to YouTube and I'll open up another like the last Kuda live stream, and then I'll probably just let that run on screen for a little bit while I take a break and go find something to do or to eat for dinner. Sorry, mate. I know you really wanted a live stream. Where's this piece? I need you. I need you to go in there. And now I need to make a box looking thing. And that piece going on there would have been really helpful. So we can use that and that. And that and that, like so. Take and use these pieces here, 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 and here-ish. And the reason for that is because then these pieces would stick because they're circle pieces, like so. And then to make the box looking little thing on the fast mags, we just take that and then that. And fast mags Kuda. Not really. All right, we'll try this again. I don't like how this design turned out. So, let's take a look back into here and see what we have to work with. If I use this piece here, we will then have this, which we could use. I don't know where I'm going to find this piece at. I think it's in here. That piece right there. Take that, and that's too long. So what we could kind of do is that piece there and kind of take and run it around. So yes, we'll take and drop that down like so. Take and put that piece there. Increase the gap just a little bit. Make this just a tad bit longer. And then run a 3 going back up. And then obviously 5 piece there. That is interesting. That is a problem, I could say. I'll live stream tomorrow and I have work then. That's a better idea. Then you won't be stressed out from the live stream or anything while you go to work. How am I gonna do this? How close to quick drop or fast max does that look? That looks fairly close to fast max, so I think I'll just leave it like that. And then I gotta go through and I gotta color basically that and that and that. And then that is fast mags done on our weapon. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I'm gonna open up YouTube and then I'm gonna let a kind of a break run of me building the Kuda in live stream, so that I can go find a few things to eat, take it out obviously, and then get everything ready for dinner. Using hinges for the pump is insanely flimsy. Why am I? I'm logged in as me. Why am I? Okay, interesting. I don't know honestly what you can do about it because that's the way that Zotzi did it, and his seemed to work okay. So I don't know. Why am I getting Netflix ad? Go away. So I'm gonna let this run, and then I will be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and like grab a piece of or a drink of water, find something to eat, and then I'll come back and we will work on this. So yes,
That's just not something that
hopefully
I want
that
to do.
has some like form of volume playing through it. So
And something that I
I'll be right
also
back,
wanted
guys.
to do was actually skin this down to 3 studs instead of doing 4 studs, which is fairly easy to do when you have it starting at 4 studs and then skinning it down into 3. Like I said, fairly easy to do. We'll do it like that, and now we have, boom, 3 studs right there. So, yes. There is a tad bit of an issue with what I'm about to do, and that is doing this butt plate on the back here. Because what I was going to do was use these parts right here, and I was going to use these upside down and go down the model like that, right? And that would give me this curve or this angle right here. And I was going to do 2 of them so that it was that long, basically. But that really sucks because now there has to be a butt pad going down that's at that same angle. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, no, Pixel. I'm
All
not
right,
singing happy birthday.
so
Just give up on that dream right there.
what have I missed? I haven't missed much. So we can get rid of that. I'm back, and we're just gonna have that's what I was waiting on. We're just gonna have leftovers basically because I got um I have leftovers. I have me myself. I have Chinese food in there that I can just reheat. I'm gonna sneeze again. I got leftover pizza, and I'm pretty sure there's like taco meat in there as well. So there's plenty of leftovers to eat. Um, what mag release design do you guys think is the hardest to replicate? Um, Probably the SP98 sniper rifle. It's a pretty I don't know if I'm gonna sneeze. My nose can't make up its mind. It's a pretty difficult magazine release to make because the magazine release is on the gun itself and not like anywhere else. It's pretty weird. All right, so I'm gonna skip over the FMJ attachment, which is technically the next thing that we have to do, uh, because it literally changes uh, everything up here. Like all of this here, it changes the handguard design. It changes everything there to another design that honestly is a little hard looking to replicate. So no thanks. What am I doing with my life right now? Yeah, laser sight. So yeah, laser sight. That's the next one. So to do the laser sight, it sits up here on top of the rail system, even though there's supposed to be rails right here. I don't know why they have it sitting on top of the rail system, but they do. Um, and it's got this angle to it that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to create. Um, yeah, it's going to be 4 studs, so 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave a space there. It's going to be metallic gray or titanium, whatever they call this color. It's going to stick over the edge of the gun, so this top part is going to be 5 studs worth of room, like so. And now I got to figure out how to do the angle on it. So, yes, we can do this. We can do it simply. If we go that way, what we can do is drop this in just a tad bit closer on the rail section. Carry these out like this, kind of like they do on the Jedi Starfighter, and then take these pieces and run it across the top so that we can have this piece coming out like that. Sorry that I'm sniffling. Because I sneezed, now my nose is kind of upset. So now it's all runny. So it sucks, I know, but bear with me. We just need a tad bit of angle, and because this sits on here now, we're good. I'm gonna be like a runny nose for the rest of the stream. It's gonna suck. This top part up here needs to be just a tad bit thicker, so we can take and run these pieces like so and like so. Just take this piece up. The top detail that needs to be on this piece here is that needs to be raised by 1, and there needs to be a circle piece there. And then on these front studs there and there needs to be one of these. And can I take this out? Please, please. I can take these out. Great. Do that like so. And kind of come in and fill this end or fill that in, fill it in, fill in this here, here, and here. And check to make sure that my chat is updating, and it is. And that's the top of the laser sight. And now then I just gotta replicate both of these, the sides on down. So I should be able to do this. Please, yes, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for that working. Thank you so much. All right, so it's basically a box for the most part. And then at the front and the back, it becomes a circle. So to do this, or to do what I'm thinking, we are going to please fit. You don't fit just yet, but I think you will. We're going to use these pieces here, these bracket pieces. We're going to start by putting that one down and this one up, and that'll give us two worth of space to mess around with while keeping it somewhat decently slim. We're going to do that on front and on the back. David is in chat now. I'd say a SIG or a Glock or the Ghost MTAR X. SIG and Glock magazine releases are somewhat difficult to do, yeah. If you use Christopher Hotman's mechanism, it's somewhat easier. So there's a little plug for Christopher Hotman. He's an awesome guy, really good Lego builder. There's a little like red warning from the looks of it. So to do that, I'm just going to use these pieces. MTAR X from Ghost. So the MTAR design, or the To-Devore design, got an update recently because people were complaining that the most recent location of the magazine release is really, really easy to tap with your hand. So let's look up at To-Devore real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. The magazine release on a To-Devore is this little lever right here. And because your shooting hand wraps around here, if you don't have a good grip on your grip, you can come back with your wrist and you can tap this and your magazine will drop out. So IWI took this into consideration and they moved it about to here so that you can just drop it like an M4 with your trigger finger. And that's what the MTAR X reload looks like. How do you guys hold weapons? By handguard or by the mag well? I think it depends on the weapon. Like the Kuda here has a really nice handguard, so I think I'd hold it by the handguard. Whereas considering the FMJ attachment removes the handguard, I think I would hold it by the magwell instead. And the red little warning label is going to be that 1x4 flat that I just threw down on there. I'm going to copy everything over. I should probably call my dad and tell him what we're doing for dinner, considering I did fix that, or figure out what we were doing for dinner. That works there, that works there. We are going to plop you down right about there. Please don't look that bad. All right, you don't look that bad. Great. So another little part of the detail that needs to be added on is you. Grab on you, flip you over here, and then there's little circle pieces up on top of here and here. So we're just gonna use these pieces again. The M4, in my opinion, is comfortable by both. Yeah, I would agree with you. It's just like an easy gun to hold, to be completely honest. Its ergonomics have been tried and tested for the longest of times, so. The front part here is a kind of greenish little light circle thingy. Obviously I grabbed the wrong one, otherwise this would be working perfectly, and it does now, so we'll go green, green. It's on both sides. Yep. And then the back here is what I'm going to assume is the button, but I don't know that for sure, so. It's just a little bit longer than its front part. And I want to try my hand at using these pieces because I don't have these pieces used a lot in any of the models, and they're pretty unique looking, so we'll go with that. And that is the laser sight attachment. Hold on. Ranger is in chat now. Thanks for the compliment, Ranger. It does look really nice so far. I appreciate it. There's one more little bit of detail that I want to see if I can't get in here, and there's a red wire that kind of comes down and it loops in over onto this side over here. So I think what I'll do is just take and run this little thingy down like that. Come over into the pipe section. Grab a fairly short but not too short little pipe. Stuff it into there because I want to say that's where it runs into. I can't get a good angle on it. But I think because, like, as a right-handed shooter, your left hand would be here. Your thumb could press this button easy, but you can't press this one too easy. So I think it like runs a switch over to here, so that if you press this button, it turns on both. I think that's what's going on, but I'm not incredibly sure. But see if we can't flip that around. I guess the pipe isn't bendable enough to. Come on, bend, bend, pipe, bend. You can do it. You can do it. Keep bending. It's not too hard. Come on. All right, so pipe's not going to bend long enough for us to do that. So we're going to have to grab a longer pipe. All right, bend. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What is this? Holy shit! No! No, get rid of that monstrosity. Holy fuck. Never again. Oh my gosh. That scared me. I'm scarred for the rest of my life now because of that. I hope that never happens again. And I'm hoping my live stream did pick that up. Jesus. Oh my gosh, I'm scared now. Like I don't want to do this anymore. That's too long. Alright, tell me this pipe bends all the way around. There we go. Alright, there we go. Come on. You're right there. Yeah, alright, there we go. Alright, there's the red cable. LDD, please. So true. And this just kind of wraps up a little bit like that. And then we'll make our little red detailing going on down, and then the warning label, and the warning label I'm going to assume on that side. And then there is the laser sight on the Kuda. It's kind of ugly, to be honest, and I don't know why they didn't put one on the side here because there's technically a rail system on this side. What? Yeah. Hashtag 333666. I don't know what that means. I guess that was the part number or something. I don't know. So yeah, there's the laser sight file. Save as. You all know the drill. Delete that. Laser sight. Put a space. Save it. Come on over to the desktop. Skip a space because we didn't do the FMJ attachment. And the next attachment is the stock attachment, and that's a giant no. We'll skip on over to doing the next attachment afterwards, which is the grip attachment, which we can do. We can do the grip attachment. That's easy. No problem. Grip attachment, yes. Illuminati and the devil? Okay, now I understand. I guess the threes are the Illuminati. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay. Everything, like, just went to hell for a few seconds. So grip attachment. This is these are the pieces that I'm going to use for the grip attachment. To get the grip attachment where it goes on the end of the handguard. There's no rail system for some odd reason. It goes on. But the handguard is 5 studs wide, and I don't want to convert it down to 4 studs, which means I got to take and convert this to 3 studs or something like that. We can try it. So in particular, I want to work in nougat, I guess, is the color in which we will be light nougat. There we go. Not nougat, light nougat. The reason for this will become obvious here in a second. So I need to drop this down to 3 studs up here so that we have enough room on the outside for our side plates that make up the rest of the handguard. So to drop it down to 3 studs, we need to get this piece down to 1 stud on the inside here. I didn't mean to delete that piece. Delete that, delete that, delete that. Do that. We are going to put that piece there. Actually, delete that piece there. Grab a circle piece there. Grab this thingy there. Right. We will then move this away from the model. Put that there, yeah. And put this there, and then pray that the measurements haven't changed. Please, please. The measurements have in fact changed, so we've made a mistake. What was the mistake? I don't see what went wrong. I don't see what went wrong at all. If one of the attachments looks ugly, you could try using the attachment variants. I don't have any of the attachment variants for the Kuda right now. In fact, I have an entire list of attachments. My drive, LiveStream attachment drive. So here is pretty much every attachment that I have as of right now, and for the Kuda, I have none of it, which really sucks. So yes, I don't have any of the attachments. That's a goal. I want to collect all the attachments for a particular gun and then make every attachment for it normally and then make every counterpart attachment for it separately so that I have 3 different versions of the gun. I have the standard version, I have the standard attachments, and then I have 54i or the black market attachment versions. So yes. And thanks, Jim, for answering any questions in chat. That's really helpful. I don't understand how I messed this up because I put that technically, like if I put this piece here and then drag that piece over and for some reason it wasn't where it needed to be. So that is considerably a problem. All right, how am I doing this? I guess I could, let's duplicate this out and leave it there. Let's take this and we'll start over from scratch. We will drag this piece out so that it's 3, drop that down, put this piece here, delete this and this, take this piece forward like so up to there, delete that and put it as a 3. And in fact, I think we'll leave the grip as 3 studs wide and we'll go with it like this because honestly, I can use side plates to make it bigger and or smaller. So yeah. So what will be your next in real life build, Philip? Good question. I have no idea. My Vector X is still sitting up there on the shelf, collecting dust. So I should probably finish that sometime soon. But yes. So thank God I left this grip somewhat hollow because I knew I was going to be doing this and I needed to make it easier to work on. And the reason I'm working in light nougat is so that I can see exactly where on this model things are going. Um, so yes, now I have to hide these so that I can get in here and delete some of this. In particular, gonna have to delete those, and then hopefully this fits up in there. I don't think it will because I think that piece sits up one more stud higher. Yes. How close are we? Not close enough. What are you? And I want to leave you, but I can delete you. And then I'll gravitate towards just kind of setting it up using these pieces on the inside here. Yeah, except Dean's guns are kind of better than mine because it's Dean, and Dean's just like such a masterful YouTube builder. Um, I have no idea where that piece went. It went right there. And then I'm kind of discouraged from finishing the Vector X because I've built a Mastery Edition Vector now, which means I need to build a Mastery Edition Vector X now. And this piece isn't going where I want it to go. I just need you to go up there. Yep, right, yep, right in there. Why aren't you? Come on, just fuck everything. Well, can I do it with a smaller piece? No, what the fuck? Oh, it's because I hid those pieces and didn't delete those pieces. I am a dumbass. So delete. There we go. All right. Now then we have room to work with. Dumbass me. Okay, so please just yes. All right, perfect, fine, thank you. Took me like 4 hours. All right, now I got the sniffles, and I should probably take a drink of water. Oh, fucking perfect. All right, great. So I'm gonna have to take a drink of water real quick. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain that to you guys here in a second. But oh god, so good. Uh, I meant that Dane's gun build dust just like you mentioned about your guns on the shelves. Yeah, I try to dust them off every once in a while, like when I pick them up, and I'll run the bolt, I'll change the magazine a few times, and I'll do things like that. I'll make sure that the rubber bands haven't broken off inside because they got mold or anything like that. But for the most part, they just sit there. That is a problem. But if I put it one stud forward, it works, right? If I'm not mistaken. No, it's a little bit bigger. Interesting. Honestly, it's whatever. So I'm gonna put everything back together on the inside of this model. For the most part, I'll probably go in there after I finish building this grip and make everything look proper. But yeah, in fact, I'll do that right now because I want to make sure that this inside is done somewhat okay. Wow, there is a lot of this that is hollow. Actually, no, there's not. I just keep hiding everything like an idiot. Yes. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, so why I'm drinking water so much. So yesterday I gave a short little presentation to 180 other people, and to be completely honest, even though I'm a practiced public speaker with SBC 1608, which is the Fundamentals of Speech class, and you have to speak in front of people in that class, I felt nervous. Again, like you're literally talking to 180 other people in the room. So it's not an easy thing to do. You get nervous, but the second you start speaking into the microphone, it gets easy. Like the second I started speaking, I wasn't nervous anymore or anything like that. Does anyone know Jeffico AFK? He made a video about VR gun shooting and he knew nothing about guns. It was kind of funny. I don't know about it, but I should probably go watch it if it was funny and he knew nothing about guns, because people who make a fool of themselves who knew nothing about guns is honestly quite hilarious. So the grip is hollow, just a tad bit, which I think we should be able to do. Um, or the grip attachment, I should say, is hollow. So what we will do is delete this piece and instead switch over to light nougat, and we'll run a 3x3, not a 4x4, going down. So yeah, I gave a group presentation with my engineering group on the Space Shuttle Columbia and Challenger disasters. So the Columbia blew up in the middle of its flight because of an O-ring failure, because it got cold and it shrunk, so it didn't seal anything properly, which means certain things mixed and then it exploded, which is quite tragic. And I can't believe I'm saying this with like such a loud voice. And then the Challenger disaster is that a piece of foam broke off in the midst of takeoff, and upon reentry, it like heat basically got into the wing, which is not a good thing, and because of that, the rocket blew up. So yeah, we're gonna drop this down back to a 10 if I'm gonna move it one more stud down, just so you have plenty of room between your hand and the magazine, because that is a worry for me, is not having room between your hand and the magazine. Yeah, mine was 200 people and it was with a group. I had 17 other people in the group, not including me, so 18 people in total. And I was one of the last people to go. And we were widely considered to be the best group who presented, so that made me feel really good. He picked up what seemed to be some PPK pistol, I think, and he's like, "Is this a 5.7? I don't know. I only play Counter Strike." Yeah, that's pretty funny to be honest. People like that just need to stop. Um, if you know nothing about guns, please consult someone before you make a YouTube video about it, because you'll forever be known as that person who knows nothing about guns on YouTube. There's a lot of people who are forever like immortalized on YouTube as knowing absolutely nothing about guns. In particular, that senator who was talking about ghost guns, who said that it was like a 30 caliber clip that could dispense bullets at a rate of like half a or a magazine, like a full magazine in like half a second, which is fucking ridiculous. Like no AR-15 could ever do that. So yeah, please just consult someone. Like just ask someone a question about the gun before you do a video on it, because you'll learn something and then you won't look like an idiot. Or watch a YouTube video on it, because there are plenty of other YouTube videos on the guns that you're probably using. Just ask someone. Like I'm tired of people saying dumb shit about guns who have no right to say dumb shit about guns. And I still got the sniffles, so apologies. Um, that's not necessarily 3 studs, so we'll go 2 studs. So basically how this grip works is that it's got holes in it. Yeah, okay, so I don't like it when that happens. I don't like when your presentation is persuaded based on popularity. Um, there's no reason for that, to be completely honest. Especially if you had the better presentation, which you're saying. If you had more efficiency, if you were more organized, if you knew more information, anything like that, you deserve to win more than the other group does just because they were popular. That's bullshit to me. I don't like it when things like that happen. I should probably change the batteries in my controller because I'm absolutely going to destroy them leaving my controller on like this. Because if I turn my controller off, then Black Ops 3 has a fit and is like, please reconnect your controller, and there's a giant message that just stays on the screen forever, which is not helpful because I gotta be able to see the screen doing what I'm doing. That is the overall look that we're going for. I will, it's not a clip, it's a magazine. Clips are what you put in an M1 Garand, that's the only exception. Yes, that is true, and trust me, in particular in SPC 1608, there was multiple people who wanted to go up and talk about gun rights, gun laws, and things like that, and closing the background check loopholes and things like that. And they very quickly learned not to do so with me in the room because when they tried to talk about it and I completely disproved what they were saying with actual gun logic because I'm a gun fanatic, they were embarrassed and just stopped doing it. Then again, the prize was pretty much just a water bottle and some money that you never got. Yeah, like speech competitions, things like that, tend them to be kind of small when it comes to prize. Like I want to say our debate competitions, like when you won a debate competition, you really didn't get anything except some cheap metal, uh, and like that went around your neck, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't even like what they said it was. So yeah, there's little grooves going up the side of the weapon or the grip, and that's what I have going on here. I gotta do like the bottom, this front part up here, and then the grooves going around the front, but that should be fairly easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap around the back here, just to finish it off. For the wrap around the back, I'm just gonna go with these going up it, just to make it comfortable, so it's not a square that's digging into your hand, and it's still thin like it should be. And then about here is where it kind of comes back in. So we're doing good for the grip. So it ends right about there, nice and flat going up. Now I just got to do the bottom down here, this front part. So the front part curves downwards and then wraps around. So to do that, we're going to do that, that. I didn't think there'd be any piece in there that would help me. And unfortunately, there's no pieces in here that will help me other than these. And then we'll use this for the piece that kind of wraps around to the front, basically. It needs to be sticking out just a little bit more, so we'll carry this out one more and then do it like this. Like so, like so, and like so. And then that's the bottom part of the grip. And now I need to do some grooves going up the top, which we should be able to do. Some other guns that take a clip, by the way, uh, the C96 broom handle, Car 98Ks, Bows and Nagants, pretty much older World War II rifles, World War I rifles as well. And most of those are stripper clips, but you get the point. There's definitely guns that do take clips, so I don't. The funny thing is, a lot of people will lobby against guns and they won't use the correct terminology, and then it just makes them look like assholes who have no idea what they're talking about. Like, I don't mind you lobbying against guns, I mind you lobbying against guns and then not doing it properly or with the wrong language. Like, not being able to speak gun speak. That's what I don't like. There's grooves going down the front of it for extra grip, I guess. So put that in there. And then there's like a small little lip like this going up. So put that there, and yeah, quick draw attachment. There's a little bit of some detail down here that I should add in, which we can do. Shouldn't be too hard. M1 Garands are probably the most notable out of everything because they're probably the more famous. Kar 98Ks were used by the Germans during World War II. Mosin Nagants were used by the Russians during World War II. They're dirt cheap. They're like only like $150. Like pretty much anyone could get a Mosin Nagant nowadays. I could go out and buy one right now to be completely honest. And even I don't have that much money. They're super, super cheap. It's ridiculous how cheap they are. And I want that little groove right there. So there we go. There's the grip attachment on the Kuda. That's what I'm afraid of with upcoming presidents, how they'll do with guns. Do you have a president where you live, or are you talking about America in particular? Because if Hillary gets the presidential nomination, more strict gun laws are inbound. If Trump gets the presidential nomination, I'd go to say that he's not going to really change any of the gun laws going on right now. He might lessen them, but probably not because that would risk his reputation as a president if gun crime went up. If Mitt Romney somehow pulls off the Republican nomination and comes in out from behind, which according to some of my friends is a possibility, um, he will probably honestly lessen some of the gun restrictions. And the interesting thing is that the grip is, I guess, copy and pasted onto the weapon because it comes down on the front here just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and add that detail in real quick. Unless you're talking about your own nation's presidents, in which case I have no idea about your nation's presidents at all. So clue me in on that. Talking about the American situation, we only have a dumb prime minister. Prime ministers aren't too bad. I mean, they aren't overly zealous with their laws and things like that, I guess you could say. Who knows? I have like no idea about your country's laws in particular, so who knows? I'm gonna make this all black, I'd go to say, just like that, because it looks fairly black in game. So there is our grip attachment, and it's gonna be from this angle because most of them have all been from this angle. So file, save as, bloop, 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 grip, and bloop. Yeah, but ours is really dumb. Eh, there's really nothing that you can do about it aside from voting. So try to vote. Um, all right, I'm moving positions again. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I wanted to explain why I haven't been live streaming again. My last live stream was 4 days ago, which is kind of long, and I haven't uploaded a video between them. So there was obviously a few things that I had to do. Number one was the group speech. I wanted to get that out of the way, and I wanted to get it out of the way really, really quick. Because the group speech is honestly, it was a lot of pressure because we were going first. If we didn't do well as a group, we were basically going to fail, like right then and there. And even though I have an A in that class and I'm only missing like 75 points, I still needed to do my best because some of my group members don't ever show up to class and they're on the verge of failing. So I didn't want to be responsible for the rest of my group failing. I'm looking for the 32. Where's the 32 at? Did they rip out my 32? Where's my 32? Oh man, I need my there's the 32. All right, thank Jesus. Ah, you're here. Okay, I think this might end up being too long. We're about to work on the suppressor, by the way, guys. Is that too long? And the answer is yes. So we're gonna drop this on down to the 16, which is this right here, and plug this in on the end of the barrel. And Yeah, we'll just throw it in right there. I had another math essay to do, and I'm hoping that I get a good grade on this because I gotta pass math, especially going into an engineering course. Um, I had an SLS group presentation. SLS is New Student Experience. Honestly, I hate that class a lot, but I'm physically required to pass that class in order to graduate. So obviously, I've been working on doing that. Speaking of which, really need to sign up for that one-on-one presentation with her. Yeah, I need to do that because class is canceled Wednesday and Monday. This Wednesday and next Monday because I needed to sign up for a one-on-one thing. So I should do that. But anyhow, so I wanted to get that out of the way and make sure that everything there was going on okay. Um, we basically just had to present IKEA, honestly. Like, I can tell you pretty much everything about IKEA right now um, because that was our group presentation. We were role playing recruiters from IKEA who had come to recruit people to go work at IKEA, which honestly was kind of dumb and I really didn't want to do it, but I had to for a grade to pass SLS, which is a mandatory course for everyone of the 2015 catalog year. So yes, had to pass that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trying to think of what else was going on. Uh, I still go to SBC 1608 because my teacher is such a cool guy. He lets me come in and just sit on the class. So I was able to go in and I was listening to practice group presentations on Monday. He asked me to make sure that I'm there Wednesday because he has an evaluation from a peer of his, which basically means I have to kind of like I need to show up so that he gets a better evaluation, basically, because you're evaluated on how many people are in your seat or in seats and at the same time are answering questions. And there's only 10 people in that class, and my speech class had over I want to say like 30 people in it. So he needs more people in the chairs so that he gets a better evaluation. I just realized I kind of based my American accent off yours. That's fine. I don't really have much of an American accent or like a accent, but that's fine. Wow, I just realized something, and I just realized something really big. And templates. I have a suppressor that is pretty much exactly the Kuda's, except there's like just like a few things that I need to change about it, and then it will be exactly what the Kuda's is. So yes, we will be using the older MP7's suppressor because honestly, why not? It's like going to save me the trouble of making an entirely new suppressor. Plus, the new suppressor that I was working on just then isn't going to be looking as good as this suppressor. So yes. So one of the things that I need to change is that around this end down here, it gets thicker than the rest of it. And then down here, I'm going to have to change something because it gets kind of, it gets really weird down there at that end. Is that the proper length though? And the answer is yes, that is the proper length that I will be going for. It's not entirely perfect when it comes to length, but honestly, it's good enough. So delete that, delete that, delete that, that, and that. Or actually, I probably should have just copied and pasted that because that's the piece that I technically need. But yeah, we can just grab them from somewhere else, remove that because that piece just went off into the void, and as did that piece behind the suppressor, but I'm too lazy to move the camera to go get it. Shit. Why am I having such difficulty doing this? Okay, alright. Oh shit, I probably should have colored the rest of it as well. What color is this going to be? It's going to be black. So just to make our life easy, make it all black. And make this all black. Boom. Boom. Jim, you've been shitting out these CSGO guns. Yeah, but they're good. That's the cool thing about them. And honestly, not a lot of people make CS:GO guns because CS:GO guns are difficult to make. And a lot of times people expect you to make skins on them, which kind of adds pressure onto everyone making them. I want to say that skins from CS:GO on guns is probably the hardest thing to make out of any like form of Lego gun. But the cool thing about it is if you want to make your YouTube channel way different from everyone else's, that's one of the ways that you can do it. Because almost no one makes guns from CS:GO with the skins. Like really complicated skins like the Heat Mag 7 that Nami's made, that's a pretty good way to make your channel different from all the other Lego gun builders. Especially with the Heat camo because that's just such a difficult camo to do. Um, or you can do what I'm doing and make every attachment for the Kuda. And I'm cross my fingers hoping that I'm going to be done by the time that my dad gets home, which is I go to say probably an hour from now. I love doing CS:GO guns. Skins are just impossible. Yeah, I was able to do two. Yeah, skins are impossible to do, but they're worth it in the end, basically. That's how I've always looked at it, basically. Um, that's the way that I want to do it. Um, and yeah, I can do it. All right, we can do this. No problem. We got this, guys. I just need to take these pieces and do exactly what I did here. Flip them on around like that, and then run that like so, and run that like so. And then we have the start of it basically. That is the start of our suppressor. But down here on the end, it gets really crazy. And I mean really crazy because yeah, I don't I don't know how I'm gonna do this on the end. Um, obviously I'm gonna need to kind of make this look pretty using plates and whatnot. And then plates need to be ran down this direction here and this direction down here. And now we're about to get really complicated. Dean says he's been bouncing in and out of the stream. All right, thanks for telling me that. That's nice to know because that means Dean isn't dead. And honestly, some of us have to really question whether or not Dean is actually dead or not because he almost never uploads anything. If you hear any crumbling around, it's because I just moved around my foot and now I'm touching the bag of Reese's peanut butter cups beside me, which I should probably eat because damn, they're so good, but I get so fat the more I ate them. So the weird thing about what happens down here is that there is a circle that is on the inside of stuff down here. So I need to figure out how to get that circle on the weapon, which I just figured out how to do using those pieces. And then we can run a 9, I guess. We'll see where that leaves us. Um, and then we're going to use the old tires kind of thing-ish looking something other. But instead of doing that just yet, we're going to run a 6 if it wants to go. Come on, just come on. Why aren't you working? I need you to work. Can I go on bottom? Can you go on bottom? Come on. What the fuck? Just do it. Fuck. Can I do an 8, Please, just yep, yep. You were there. Come on. Come on. Yep. There. Yeah, we're getting close. Come on, damn it. Fuck. Just yes. All right, there we go. All right, fucking perfect. All right, now then, LDD. There we go. All right, great. We're doing good. Doing great. All right, there we go. There's the start of it. Now then, on the middle of this little section right here, there is a ring that happens that I think I will put there and there. And that's going to be the ring that goes on around. Hashtag LDD struggles. You don't understand how true that statement is. All right, that's the first part of it. And then we're gonna, where's this piece here? Take this and put it there. Run that piece there, and then grab this thing so that we can put it there. Great, all right, we're good. Put that piece there. No, stop it. There we go. No, what the fuck? There you go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Well, there's Dean in chat now. Hi, Dean. How are you doing? How is your Lego build as of right now? What have you been doing with your life as of right now? So on and so forth. Everything that is everything. This tire is a new tire. What tire fits on this tire? Is it a skinny tire? Can I use this piece? I don't think I can run. Yeah, I can't run everything through that. What tire fits on this tire? Flat tire? Yeah, alright, there we go. Control seat. Control seat. I want to say I need like 4 studs worth of space to do the tire piece that I chose, which I can do, I guess. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. We just got to move everything here 1 stud forward. So up to there. Take this piece and drag it on back forward. There. Please, please let this work. Flip this on around. Yeah, all right, perfect. All right, that goes there. Control CV, and I just need you to go somewhere there. And then, please, I need a flat piece to go right there. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're golden. Now we can take this and flip that on around, and I can't do that. All right, never mind. We're not golden. Instead, what we can do is fuck it and just put a giant 4x4 going through it. Honestly, that works out. Okay, that's fine. I regret making it. It does look good though. I don't see why you regret making it if it looks so good. So because there's this piece in here, I need to move these forward. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, because then we can just delete that and then throw a 6 down. Like so. Because now I have to take everything here and duplicate it forward once more. Oh, damn it. Hate it when that happens. That's 1 stud, 2 stud, 3 stud, 4 stud. And then take in, duplicate these tire pieces. Back up to there, make these gray. and delete that, and delete that, and of course, put you. Come on, there you go. There and there. Ooh, you're using snot methods. Have fun with that. I can understand why you're having so much trouble with it now. It's okay. We've all had our trouble with particular guns. Because, fucking Kuda. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip these on around like so. Come on, you can, there you go. Jesus, took me forever. And then I'm gonna go ahead and run another axle piece going through like so. Control V, flip that on around. And hopefully now then the 4 fits in where it should go. Please, thank you. Drag you on down just a tad bit so that you get to the center. Just, yep, right there. I might change these to 3 now that I think about it. Snot means stud not on top. It means all the studs are built sideways, upside down, things like that. Like this down here is since these pieces are upside down, this is technically considered the snot method because the stud isn't on top. It's a really good technique because you can get different angles and you can use pieces for really cool things, but it gets really, really complicated really quickly. That's the reason the Kuda took me fucking forever to get the stock right, because half of it isn't on top, stud not on top. Like here, let's go take a look real quick. Since these are at angles, it gets really complicated right here. All of these are side plates. This section is built upside down here. Sideways there, sideways there. This gets sideways. This grip's built on an angle with all the studs sideways. This magwell is built on an angle with everything sideways. Magazine's built sideways. Um, the side panels here and here are built sideways. And that's, I want to say, pretty much it for the Kuda. But yeah, everything's not built on top, so it's a problem. I understand your pain, Dean, because let me save this real quick. File save as. How do you spell suppressor? I understand your pain because of. Oh, no, that was the video. I didn't mean to click on the video. My bad. Oh, shit. This might be loud.
Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video, fifth one of the day. We've gotten the
Now we need to open up downloads. I don't know why my computer's lagging. I guess it's because I'm live streaming. Where is the F and Hurstel F2000? Should be in here. I guess it's this one. This is directly inspired by Dean's P90, but this is how I know Dean's pain. Because the fucking F2000's entire back section here is built fucking sideways, and it was a pain in my ass. Yeah, I'm sorry about that video being loud, guys. That was my bad. I didn't mean to click on the video of the F2000, but yeah, fucking F2000 too. I'm admiring my F2000 now because it's such an awesome looking gun. But yeah, Dean, trust me, I know your pain. Fucking F2000. Yeah, fucking F2000. Still not as bad as the Kuda, but still suck dick. That's a good way to put it. Fucking thing. Yours is better than mine? Yeah, but you're Dean. Your guns trump pretty much everything. I'm about to sneeze, I think. I feel it coming on. Holy shit, I have to attempt this design now? Good luck, it's going to take a lot of sideways plates. I have the advantage of unlimited bricks, whereas most of you guys don't. So have fun with that. Your magwell designs, in fact, are basically stud nut on top, and that's basically just take that and adapt it for F2000 side plates, or P90 side plates, and that's what you get. So I can join the struggle now. Yeah, have fun joining the struggle. It's gonna be great, trust me. And then the weird thing about the suppressor is that the front of it is like hollow in the front for some odd reason. I don't know why, but it is. So that's what I'm working on doing right now. And I'm gonna use these pieces. I still got a runny nose. Freaking sucks. Stupid thing. Hate runny ass noses. It's not the only thing coming in. Thanks. This makes me feel great about saying things now. Stupid ass nose. Hate my nose. Fucking useless nose. What are you even good for? Please work. Please work. Please work. You're not gonna work. I can already tell you're not gonna work. Great. Please work. Yes, alright, good enough. And then I'll just, to make it look somewhat even though it's not, I'll do that. And then we have the front hollow part of the suppressor, but not really because technically, not really. Okay, we'll leave it like that. It's too long. Never mind. We won't leave it like that. We'll drop it down to here basically, and then I'll leave it like that. Oops, wrong piece. Yeah, see, that's basically what Dean and I have been doing, and a lot of people have started doing in the Lego community. And I'm pretty sure Nick Brick is the one who's been doing it the longest out of all of us. But it's such a good technique. You can get super cool angles working with it. Like that entire stock, pretty much all the angles on it were made because I was doing snot. And that's what's cool about using that technique. And I go to say that that's the finished suppressor. So I already have it saved on the desktop. So we'll just hit save. Delete that, and it goes right behind grip. So we're missing 3 attachments. Ever since the AK-12, I'm trying to incorporate that design, the magazine of the AK and the M4 magwell into every gun. It's a good technique. It tests your ability as a builder, which is probably one of the cooler things about it, because the second you accomplish it and you pull it off, you feel fucking great about yourself. But yes. So the last attachments that I have to do are quick draw, FMJ, and stock. I'm going to assume that I'm about to do quick draw, which is fairly easy. And we're about an hour and 48 seconds in. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to split this up into 2 streams. And why did I close out of LED? Well, I'm an idiot. That's why LED wasn't open. Because when I go into doing the FMJ attachment and the stock attachment, it's going to take a while, and I'll be cooking, or like my parents will be home, or my sister and my dad will be home by that time. So I'll have to obviously go kind of cater to them. Not really, but kind of. So yeah. So the cool thing about the quick draw attachment is that it's super easy to do. It's pretty much exactly the grip attachment except in the back. So all I really have to do is delete out the center pieces here and set it all up. So yes, delete, 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 delete all this shit. Delete, 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 delete. I think that piece actually needs to stay. Yeah, that piece actually needs to stay. And those two pieces actually need to stay. So nope, nope, leave that, that. Not, yep, that. All this, get all that out of here. Go away, come back another day. That, and yeah, we'll leave all that stuff. Now my phone is vibrating. Jose, I'm live streaming right now. I can't trade Pokemons with you. Sorry, mates. He has a Growler that he wants to trade over to me, so that he can go fight the electric type gym. And I want to say, did I grab the wrong piece? Oh, that's the right piece. All right, this is going to be kind of hard to do. I see now that this was a grand mistake in the scheme of things. Okay, so what I can do, because I designed the grip like this, thank Jesus I did, is delete that, and then pretty much delete the entire grip, like that. And then boom, now you can see what the Kuda looks like without a grip. So if you guys were ever curious about what it looked like without a grip, that's what it looks like without a grip. And I'm actually going to duplicate this right beside it, and then delete that like I had. And then on this other Kuda back here, I'm gonna shorten it on down to the bare essentials basically. And this is just because I need to see what the back of the Kuda looks like back here. Just for the sake of being able to finish out the back of it like I should be able to. So yeah, Kuda. Just got back perfectly, wanted to see the quick draw. Why did you leave? Why are you leaving me? Huh? Huh? It's not okay. You can't just leave me like that. It's not cool, mate. Not cool. Take this and duplicate it going up like so. Like so. I want to say it clips on the front up here. Yeah, it did. That piece that I just deleted. What I could. What am I doing? I have a template for shit like this. Where you at, template? Where you at? That piece right there. All right, there we go. All right, so what we can do is just delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Make all of it black. And then grab it and move it on up. And it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work because of, okay, I see. It does not work because of you. All right, now drag it on up. In fact, that's not the reason it doesn't work. What is the reason it does not work? Is it you? I can delete you too. Now work. Ah, perfect. All right, there we go. Homework, it's 11 p.m. and I just got done with homework. Ah, okay. That's fine. It's 4:16 over here. So, kind of stretching around, moving my neck. I got a weird knot in my neck now from the way that I'm sitting. Things like that. And then the reason that I wanted this over here is because I wanted to see how I did this around the back here, which I did using these pieces here. So yes, I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So yes, we'll do that. We can do that right now. We'll do that. Like so. And now need a plate going down like that, which we'll probably delete for something else later. We'll take this and take it on around here and do that piece there. And now we can take these and carry them up like so, so that it looks like a completed model. I'm an hour ahead of you. Okay. Is there something on the back here? No. Why is there a gap? I'm pretty sure I can fix that gap just using one of these. Yep, alright, so there we go. Good enough. Alright, and because of that, now I can just delete the rest of this because that's all I really wanted it for. So, yeah, quick draw. Um, Pretty basic looking quick draw, to be completely honest. It's exactly what we did for the grip, except I probably should have left that. Okay. How long is this as something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll just take a 12 on down, or we'll go 10 and we'll just drop it by one stud. There we go. And there we go. Same length. All right. Just needed that for a quick reference, real quick. So yeah, quick draw. Fairly easy to do, to be completely honest. It's pretty much exactly what we did for the grip. So yeah, we just gotta do it. Just do it. We can do it real easy. Just kind of put that in there just to kind of minimize the amount of gap that we have there. Because I don't think I'll be able to fit a plate on top of it. If I can fit a plate on top of it, that'd be great. Oh, I can. So great. Awesome. That works out perfectly. Oh, great. Proud of myself. So what we can do is we'll put that piece there, delete that piece, delete that piece. We're going to take that bottom part down to 10 so that we have the total of 11. That's a 12. There's the 10. Like so. Come on. There you go. All right, and delete this piece, and we'll take that on down 10 so that it kind of overlaps and makes it a little bit stronger, because strength is obviously important. And now that we can fit a plate in there, we can put the curved bricks going down the side like we originally had. And now I can move on to making exactly what we did for quick draw, basically. Just a groove going down the side, and then a hole in the middle, and another hole, and then another groove, and it's honestly pretty easy. Sniffle, sniffle. Probably should have turned my TV all the way down to basically mute because I can barely hear the Black Ops 3 music in the menu, but obviously I don't want to get copyrighted or anything like that because that would suck. Copyright issues are abundant nowadays here on the YouTubes. How long has this stream been going on? Hour and 58. YouTube can render up to 4 hours worth of footage, so obviously I just need to keep it underneath 4 hours and we'll be good. And I honestly don't think we'll ever hit 4 hours in a stream, but just in case we do, I don't want to be ahead of anything. So yes. As for the holes, I'm about to do those now. I'm going to have a 4 like that coming out, and the holes are going to be 3 here and another one down here. Yep, looking good. Yep, that's exactly how I want to do it. Perfect. Gonna go ahead and drop a plate going on down, and I'm gonna alternate it. And that was an 8. I probably should have just kept that out. Alternate it like this so that it stays strong, basically, because now you have two plates binding against one another, even though it's not perfectly symmetrical now. My back hurts, and I probably should go for a walk after this. Um, yes. Now I gotta kind of curve it around the back, and the good news is they added a piece that makes my life so much easier now because it curves on the back using these now. So thank Jesus that LDD updated because now my life is so much easier. Seriously, like this is. Oh, I wanted this piece for so long because it would make doing the back pieces like this so much easier. Plus, it's a 1, which means it fits into an odd number of places or spaces. So, yes, thank you. Thank you, Lego. Thank you so much. Just so grateful right now. Because look how perfect this grip looks now. Just gorgeous. Just so perfect. I love it. The one thing that I forgot to do is that I need these pieces going down the back here. So, I probably shouldn't have celebrated so triumphantly right there. That's actually kind of not okay. Crap. I celebrated too quickly. I have inevitably jinxed myself now because my plan is not working the way that I need it to work. So, yes, crap. I mean, I could use these pieces and then just move that back one. Okay, so I think that's what we'll do. We will please move that and move. Oh, 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 I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that at all. This, that, and that are all connected to one another. So take that, that, and that. Okay, okay. What's going on? What just happened? That, and that. There we go. Okay, move all that out of the way. Delete that piece right there. To get that groove, we're going to use these pieces going all the way up. And we know that to be an 8, so we'll just take in run an 8 going all the way up. Up, just pretty much up to there. Drag it on up. Drag this on up. I wonder if there's a way to pause the stream and then start again so that it's all like one consecutive stream. There might be. I need to go figure this out because it'd be really cool to do all the attachments in one stream, but I know the FMJ and the stock attachment are going to be a lot of trouble, to be honest. I'm not looking forward to doing those. Especially because the stock itself is already like such a beautiful thing, and then I'm going to completely change it to something that's a tad bit easier than the original thing, but not as cool, almost, I guess is a good way to put it. I need to drop this 3-plate there and another 3-plate here if I can get it to, yep, okay. And then I need to put smooth plates on the inside so you don't see the studs, just to make it look a little bit more refined. What did I miss? Everything? I don't think you missed too much. I'm on the quick draw attachment right now, back here in the grip, so I don't think you really missed too much. Now then, those gaps that I had earlier are probably going to come into play, like I want them to, hopefully, using these pieces here on the top. You saw the foregrip made If you saw the foregrip made and that was the last thing, then you've missed the suppressor, and now you're in the middle of quick draw. So that's everything that you've missed. I don't know if you're around for that conversation, Kara, or not, but I have none of the supply drop variants for any of the attachments on the Kuda. In fact, the supply drop variants of weapons is, to be completely honest, very low chance of being able to get them. Um, so yeah, I don't have any of them. I would, and that's my ultimate plan by the end of the day is to why is I thought I deleted that. The ultimate plan at the end of the day is to um, what's hidden? Oh, the ultimate plan at the end of the day is to like get all the attachments eventually, or get photos of all the attachments, which is hard to do because I literally can't find any on Google Images, and then make all of them so that I have the basic model, I have the entire model with all its attachments, and then I have the 54i version of the model, which is the supply drop versions. So that's the ultimate goal. The problem is getting crypto keys and then having um, the luck of being able to do that. I just realized that there's a piece missing there. I don't know why there was a piece missing there. But yeah, there needs to be like a double crypto key weekend or like a 4 times crypto key weekend so that I can start grinding out crypto keys really quick so I can open up a crap ton of supply drops. Because lately the only attachments that I've been getting were the Argus attachments, which is what I've been sending into the Google Hangout chat. Yeah, Treyarch did nerf it, and the reason they did that is because I go to say Activision. You see that Activision's been pushing more and more for microtransactions, and to make more and more money, they'll make everything good come out of the supply drops much more rare, so that you have to, well, if you really want anything, you're going to be forced to purchase more and more supply drops. I haven't purchased any supply drops like with in real world money or anything like that, but I know people um, in my group of like core people that I play with who have in fact purchased things with like real money and gotten absolutely nothing out of it. Like Luke, for example, you might see him in chat every once in a while. He purchased a that 10 pack bundle using some Xbox points that he had built up over time. And like at the end of the day, he only paid 69 cents for 10 full bundles, and he literally got pretty much every pack was 2 blues, and then maybe a legendary and maybe an epic camo, but he never got any of the DLC weapons. And I haven't spent a penny on the game, but I have the sword and the crossbow as a DLC weapon, where he has none and he's spent money on the game. So, yeah. Same problem in CSGO. Yeah, but CSGO, it's all the knife, basically, and it's pretty much cosmetic, and there's no end like effect on play. Whereas in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, some of the weapons that you can get out of these supply drops are considered overpowered. Like the crossbow kills in 1 hit. The MX Garand is pretty much a sniper rifle assault rifle. It's ridiculous how good that thing is. Um, the sword, not so much, but it's hilarious to beat the fuck out of people with it. The baseball bat, not so much, but it's hilarious to beat the fuck out of people with it. Um, Trying to think of some of the other ones. I can't remember any of the other ones. I'd go to say, and the other thing is that in CS:GO you can earn cases like during play, and that's not to say that you can't earn like supply drops. The problem is the rate at which you earn supply drops is incredibly low, and the chances of getting something good out of the supply drops is also incredibly low, and that really sucks as a player because then you feel like shit at the end of the day when you don't get anything from your supply drops. That's my take on the whole situation. We'll make this a 3. Put it there, put it there, and then we'll have the slope like we did on the original thing coming up off the back. Uh, yeah, and you can make money back from CSGO. That's what I really like about CSGO. Plus, there's like a trading system, which is the money part of it, where you can just take it and sell it on the market and you get money from it. I know people who have made tons of money from simply playing CSGO, getting a case, opening it, and then just selling it. So you basically can get money back from it. Whereas in Call of Duty, my friends get duplicates that I don't of camouflages that I want on certain guns that I don't have, but they can't trade it to me, and all they can really do is trade it back for crypto keys, and the crypto key bonus that you get from it is pretty much nothing, so it's useless. Oh, you got the Garand, you lucky son of a bitch. I really wanted the Garand. The Garand out of all of them is probably my favorite because it looks really cool. I wouldn't mind the HG40 because it looks like the MP40 and it's just more futuristic, even though I don't like the overall looks of it, but it'd still be a really cool weapon to have. The melee weapons of Black Ops 3 are just knife reskins, so they should be just the same. That was true. That's true now, but when the crowbar came out and when another knife came out, I can't remember which one, they had a better swing time than the other weapons, so they were more OP. And I'm pretty sure if you go back and you take a look at their patch notes and stuff, you'll see that they patched it so that it was exact same stats because it was bullshit. File, save as. Quick draw attachment because we just finished the quick draw attachment. So we have everything but 2 attachments done. And I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of the stock and then a screenshot of FMJ. And I'm going to go open it up in xboxclips.com so that you guys can see the amount of pain that I'm about to encounter with this stuff. So here's the stock in all its holy shitness. So the problem with doing the stock like this is that it folds, it's got a different pattern to it entirely, and this would probably be the easier out of the two. But I'm not looking forward to doing the folding part because the weapon has side plates on it and it's going to be kind of a pain to get it to fold the proper way. I'm probably going to have to do the Dean technique where you use Technic pins and you get it to fold. Things like the Vector X have been using it, the Scar Master Edition used it, and things like that. That's probably what I'm going to have to mess with to get it to fold the proper way that I need to. And like I said, that's going to be the easier out of the two because the FMJ attachment is this little fucktard and it changes up the entire front of the gun. So I have to delete all of the handguard. I can keep all of this in there, which I have. The barrel stays there, and then this part stays there as well, but everything else has changed. There's no more like complete rail system along the top. The handguard is removed and instead replaced by that. And there's a rail system on the bottom of this one, which kind of makes sense because that's where your grip would go. Which is what I don't understand about the normal grip because the normal grip just attaches to the middle of the weird handguard, so it's just weird. So yeah, this is gonna be a pain in my ass. Um, these are the last 2 attachments that I have, and it is 436. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the stock or the FMJ attachment in 30 minutes before my dad and sister get home. And my dad and sister have to go to counseling tonight. Uh, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and live stream the FMJ and the stock attachment being built later on tonight. Um, but I can, in that point in time, or the time that I have remaining, do something much more interesting. And that is take every single attachment that we have as of right now and build that onto the weapon. Um, we should be able to do. So you aren't doing the scopes or the red dots? I might later on tonight. I'll think about it and I'll play the game. I'll see. I might do like the ELO because the ELO is technically my favorite one. Um, and the ELO is like super easy to do. It's such a small little thing. But as of right now, we are going to go ahead and we're going to build up our attachments. So to do so, we're going to, come on, there we go. I want to say that is about even. It's not about even. In fact, to make it even, I'll copy one of these out here. Take this, pull it out one, like so. All right, that's even. Delete that. All right, so now we're going to delete all of you, and we will save this file, save as just quick draw without the complete version 1 behind it. So we're going to do that for every single attachment that we have. And then we're going to take and combine them all on the end. So yes, this one's fairly easy because all I have to really do is reach in here and delete like one of those and boom, suppressor. Now we can drag that on away. That easy a problem. Delete all of this, delete all of this, delete all of this. You don't connect where at. I'll go ahead and I'll take and move these over like so and take and put that going on across. And now does it all attach? The answer is no. So hmm. Um, oh yeah, this is relatively a simple problem or a simple fix because I can delete that and now I can have a bar going all the way through it. I don't know why I didn't catch that sooner. Guess it's a good thing that we're doing this. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now it's running all the way through it. And there's the suppressor. So we can file, save as, drop the complete version 1 off of it, put it there. I think because the grip had a lot more that went into it, I think I'm just gonna leave. This is gonna be the starting model, so I'll leave this intact. The laser sight. I don't know why that didn't open. Which is honestly like super easy to do because all I really gotta do is get up underneath this and delete everything up underneath it. And then it should all be connected together. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. And then I have to go through and fix some of these pieces because some of them, because I've been messing around with everything, aren't connected to one another. Trigger guard in this back piece. I have to go through and I need to fix all that. And that's going to be another day. And I'll probably do that off the live stream because that's going to be a pain in the ass. There's going to be a lot of moving the camera around and having difficulty with pieces and stuff. So here's the laser attachment for the Kuda. File, save as. Oops, I'm adding on. I need to be deleting. Laser attachment. Minimize that. Drag that on over. Fast mags. which is just this bottom piece down here. So we will take and delete everything off of it like so. Right there and there. Delete, 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 delete. Now we can delete the rest of the Kuda, like so. File, save as. Fast mags. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to minimize it. Drag that on over. Long barrel. Imagine if Lego came out with metal/wood pieces. Lego was originally made of wood. My dad tells me all the time that he remembers playing with Lego when it was just wood pieces. So yeah, there's some history of Lego right there for you guys. Could you please send the current stream time to Google? Like for how long it is? At this point in time, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. So after I get what you're saying, so after the like 220 mark is where you need to catch up. So yes, 220. File, save as, long barrel. And there's some modification that has to be done because obviously with the long barrel and suppressor attachment on at the same time, which is something that you can do in game, I'm pretty sure it takes up the end of this muzzle brake. So I will have to change the muzzle brake and whatnot. Extended mag should be relatively easy because I just have to delete like pretty much everything on the model and delete everything that's not on the model or has been deleted. And then we have the extended mag. File, save as, extended mag. Drag it up underneath here, and rapid fire, which is our final attachment. See ya, Jim. Well, really, because the bolt is all one separate piece, I can just take and delete everything away from the bolt. Like so. And the only real thing that I'm changing about it is that this entire section right here. So this is the rapid fire section right here. File, save as, rapid fire. So now we are going to open up the grip model. And now we're going to slowly import everything into the model so that we get everything. So rapid fire is going to be fairly easy to do because it just drags and drop right on in. Laser sight sits on these two pieces here. So file, import model. Laser sight, open that on up. Sits right there. Long barrel should be relatively easy to do because I just need to delete that and select that. You're connected because of the pin piece. Delete that. And boom. File, import model. Long barrel. What? What? Why is... Oh, Jesus. Dang it, dude. Hate it when crap like that happens. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to get this in there. Come on. Just, can I get, yep, all right. Is there anything blocking it? No? Okay, so you should be able to go in there. Oh, yep, there we go. All right, now the long barrel's in there. What haven't we added? Quick draw, okay. So to do quick draw, all we got to do is delete that piece there and then slowly chip away at all of that. File, import model. quick draw. Yep. Here we go. Quick draw is now on the model. The suppressor. So I actually got in game. I actually need to equip long barrel and the suppressor at the same time to see how this works. So ironically enough, it cuts the length of the barrel down to right about there. So you miss out on seeing pretty much all of that on long barrel when you have the suppressor, which kind of sucks to be honest, because I worked so hard on that. Thanks a lot, Treyarch. So suppressor, delete that, delete that. Quick draw, suppressor grip, skip that, laser sight, FMJ, fast mags, and extended mags are the last two things that we need to add. So this is going to be kind of a pain to do. File, import model, extended mag, but it's not just going to sit where it needs to sit automatically because there's a slot here that is for the magazine release, which means I need to put this piece right here. Hide these pieces so I can see what I'm about to do. Okay. Grab it. Pull it on over. And yep, we just had it. Come on, get in there. You can do it. Yep. And that's where I want it. All right, so then we just delete that piece that we had there. Take our original 1x3 flat so it doesn't stick to anything and put that there. Boom. Then we have extended mag. Name this file God mode. Well, in fact, I think I will because it's a pretty good way to distinguish between the two. Now then, I have to attach extended mag and fast mags at the same time in game because it changes the looks of everything. So yes, I'm gonna have to modify this design just a little bit as well because down here, file, import model, fast mags. Yes. So I think, please work, please work. Oh, I didn't delete the other side. I need to delete the other side. All right, please work. Fingers crossed, guys. Perfect. All right, fast mags worked. Awesome. And I want to say that is everything that we have so far. Quick draw suppressor. Grip is the base model that we started with. Laser sight, fast mags, long barrel, extended mags. And rapid fire, which I didn't save it. Oh, no, I did save it as its own thing. And then the complete version. Sweet. So that is everything that we have right now. And I got 10 minutes to spare, and Bricks and Guns came in right at the end of the live stream for now. I'll be back later on today with more of basically what I'm doing. This will be. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so we'll go. Okay, all right, I'm about to get confused. WIP for work in progress because there's two more attachments that we need to make, but I'll leave this as God mode because this is every attachment that we have on the Kuda on one build. And I'll be honest with you guys, I can't actually do this in game. I really wish I could because I think it'd look amazing. But I want to say that you can only attach um, 5 attachments in game. Let me check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can only attach 5 attachments in game, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attachments right now, and we're about to have 9 and 10 when we finish. So God mode is going to go right there, and that's the work in progress God mode. We will come back later on tonight. I'm thinking counseling starts at 7, so they'll probably leave around 6:15, 6:30ish. So check back around about that time for more live streaming from me, because I think that is when we will come back and take another look at doing the Kuda. I still got the stock attachment to do, obviously, and then I got to do the FMJ attachment. Um, Future 83 might live stream for a little bit if you guys want to go check him out. So shout out to him. Go check out his YouTube channel because he definitely does a great job over there. And because he might live stream, you guys can just jump from this stream over to his. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back later tonight. See you around sometime later.